for making math easy. We're gonna start with another episode of the solar system. So let's start with Saturn. If you've seen my video about Jupiter, it says that Jupiter is the king of the planets and has the most amount of moons. Jupiter still has 79 moons, but Saturn's moon is boosted up in front of Jupiter by 3 moons. It has 3 more moons than Jupiter. So Saturn is actually the king of the moons as of September 2019 though, because maybe by next year it might change. Who knows? Only time will tell. Now, as we all know, I cannot list all of Saturn's moons and describe them in detail, so I'm only going to introduce you to 9 of them. Titan, Rhea, Iapetus, Dione, Tethys, Enceladus, Mimas, Hyperion, and Phoebe. Titan is the largest of all Saturn's moons and is bigger than Mercury, just like Jupiter's moon Ganymede. It also has an atmosphere. The only moon with an atmosphere that could be considerable for life. Now, Rhea is also another moon of Saturn, and it's also it's closer in, and Rhea seems to be the second largest moon that Saturn has. Now, Rhea is just about the size of Uranus' largest moon, Titania, and it's smaller than Pluto, so definitely smaller than the moon itself. Now, Iapetus is actually a really strange moon because it's kind of a two-toned moon, so you have like one half is like black and the other half is like white with kind of an equatorial line around it, kind of like a ridge. It's pretty cool. And then you also have Dione, which is slightly bigger than the minor planet 50,000 QR, or Quaoar, I think. Yeah, Quaoar. That's how you pronounce it. And then again, you have like Tethys, which is another moon about the size of Ceres, and then you got Enceladus, which is probably also has the possibility for life and is the smoothest of all the moons of. It's like probably one of the smoothest bodies of the whole solar system. In fact, it's actually losing mass at 200 kilograms every second, which is pretty awesome to think about a moon losing mass. And I have a question for you. Leave your answer in the comment section below. Do you think that over time Enceladus is going to shrink and lose mass and it won't exist? Or will it stay the same diameter and have Saturn tear it apart? What do you think? Because Enceladus losing mass is not good news. Mimas is also one with, it's actually a really lucky moon because it survived such a collision that caused a crater a third the diameter of the moon itself. And it's kind of interesting to think about this because how could the moon survive such a collision? What makes a moon resistant to those kinds of impacts? Now, Hyperion and Phoebe are non-spherical because all the ones bigger than Hyperion are spherical, but Hyperion and Phoebe aren't spherical. And they are the 8th and 9th largest moon of Saturn. And these 2 moons are just over 200 kilometers. They're said to probably be captured asteroids. In fact, Hyperion orbits right like a million kilometers away, which is, so if you have Titan's orbit, Hyperion's orbit is the moon like right behind Titan. Not kind of like Trojan's 1 kilometer. No. Titan's gravitational pull would put it in. It would just crunch it in Titan. So no. It's kind of still thousands of kilometers, but I'm talking close in the scale of the whole solar system. Pretty close in the scale of the whole Saturn system. Now, Phoebe orbits a lot farther than Titan and Hyperion. So if you have Mimas orbiting really close, you have Enceladus, then Tethys, then Dione, then Rhea, and then a few kilometers later you have Titan, and then Hyperion, and then you have Iapetus, and then a lot farther, you have Phoebe. Phoebe is actually really far. Said that Iapetus is about 3 million kilometers from Saturn. Phoebe is 4 times the distance at 12 million kilometers away from Saturn. Isn't that quite impressive? There are, of course, moons farther than that. In fact, the farthest moon of Saturn, if you want to know, is almost twice as far as Phoebe. At 25,000 kilometers wide, Fornjot at 6 kilometers wide is the farthest moon from Saturn. Saturn, with its majestic system of 82 moons, also has rings, which makes a more realistic system. Saturn's rings are really thick. In fact, even though Galileo Galilei discovered them, like in the 17th century, he thought they were ears gobbling up its moons. Relatively speaking, an astronaut could swim through Saturn's rings. Even though they orbit quickly, you can actually swim through the rings. Wouldn't that be a nice chill for an astronaut? Now, along with that, its diameter is about 9 times the size of Earth. 9.17 times the size of Earth, to be more exact. That gives it a size of like 116,000 kilometers. Now, Saturn is about twice as far from the Sun as Jupiter. And it takes it 23 years to revolve around the Sun and 12 hours, pretty much half a day, to revolve around its axis. So, it's also one of the fast rotators of the solar system, along with Uranus and Neptune. Saturn also has a mass of about 100 Earth. So, Saturn is massive, big, far from the Sun, has a lot of moons, has rings. What else? Diamond rain! It is said to rain diamonds on Jupiter and Saturn, which is pretty cool. You can also see that it has such a little density that instead of just sinking like rocks on water, it would float. Not really. The core would sink, and it would have radioactive things in it, like in the Sun, and Saturn would just die painfully if it flew in water. Because if that water needed, would need a tub of 6 Earths wide. Technically, if Saturn was smaller, it could float. Now, Saturn has pretty cold temperatures. Negative 140 degrees Celsius or somewhere around there. It's pretty similar to Jupiter's distance. Now, also, Saturn's that cold, its moons have to be really cold too. So Enceladus might have ice in its evidential oceans. In fact, inside those oceans, there could be some sort of chemical reaction going on, called methanogenesis. It's pretty amazing to think that a moon that doesn't have life yet, pretty much, that we don't know if has life yet, has microbes making a particular chemical reaction. How beautiful is that? Now, Saturn also has more gravity than Earth. So if you jumped a distance, Saturn wouldn't let you jump as high. It would let you jump at a shorter distance. Saturn has really quick storms. Those quick storms, though, are like 1,200 kilometers every hour or something, but still nothing compared to Neptune's storms. 2,100 kilometers every hour. Saturn also is really far from the Sun, 1 billion kilometers away from the Sun. 2 Jupiter distances or 10 Earth distances, or 10 AU. Well, that's it for making math easy, and a reminder to stay curious at math and science.